Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, everyone. I'm sure we all enjoy our night. Alhamdulillah. We give thanks to Allah for the gift of life, for giving us the privilege to be among the living today. Today, in our RMV class, we shall be looking at the topic which is our last topic for this term, and it is going to be drug abuse. At the end of the lesson, you should be able to define drug abuse, state the ways of getting in contact with drugs, mention the commonly abused drugs and their street names. Also, you should be able to state the reasons why people abuse drugs. You should be able to state the effect of drug abuse and the characteristics of drug abusers. To start with, the meaning of drugs. As this is not new to us, we have come in contact. We also treated the topic drugs in our previous classes. Drugs are substances that are taken into the body to cure illnesses. Drugs are substances that are taken into the body to cure illnesses. In other words, drugs are chemical substances used in the prevention, diagnosis, treatment, and cure of diseases. Now, what is drug abuse? Drug abuse is the improper or wrong use of drugs. Drug abuse is the improper or wrong use of drugs. It could also be the use of drugs without the direction or prescription of a medical doctor, a pharmacist, or a nurse. Drugs can be abused through the following ways. Now, taking overdose. This is the use of more than what is expected to be used. 2, self-medication. This is when someone prescribes drug for him or herself. 3, receiving treatment from unqualified medical personnel. 4, taking drugs when you are not ill. 5, excessive intake of alcoholic drinks, cigarettes, etc. 6, habitual taking of illegal drugs. So these are the ways in which drug can be abused. Now, ways of getting in contact with drugs. People get in contact with drugs in 3 ways. Common drug. We have common drug, we have legal drugs, and we have illegal drugs. The common drugs are easily available at the medical stores and can be taken without doctor's prescription. Example of such drug, we have paracetamol, we have pain relief balms, and so on. So the legal drugs are drugs that are not easily available, but can be taken with doctor's prescription only. So, examples of drug, we have antibiotic, we have anti-malarial drug, etc. And the third one is the illegal drugs. These are drugs that are not legally allowed to be taken. They are called hard drugs. So, example of such drugs include heroin, cocaine, tobacco, alcohol, Indian hemp, etc. Now, let's now look at the ways in which people get contact with drugs. There are 2 of them. We have the proper ways and the improper ways. The proper ways. Now we have example of such proper way. We have if you are given drug by a doctor in the hospital, 2, by a nurse, 3, by a pharmacist, 4, by our parents, and also by our teachers. Now, the improper way, when some people are ill, they do not go to the hospital. They collect drugs from 1, their friends, 2, their brothers or sisters, 3, a visitor to the house, 4, a drug peddler or hawker on the street. All these ways are improper. Now, let's now look at drug abusers. Now, drug abusers are people who do not use drugs. Drug abusers are people who do not use drugs as prescribed by medical professionals. E.g., we have doctors, nurses, etc. Drug abusers are often uncomfortable. They fall ill at all times and sometimes die. So drug abusers are people who do not use drugs as prescribed by the medical practitioners. Now, let's see street names of commonly abused drugs. One, we have alcohol. So alcohol, people call it so many names. People from different tribes, using different languages. We have some call it oti, some call it ogogoro, gin, shepe, kai kai, burukutu, etc. Two, we have tobacco, also called taba, cigar, etc. Three, we have cocaine. Now people call it coke, snow, crack, rock, etc. Cannabis, called M or Indian M, ganja, marijuana, igbo, weed, wewe, pot, dope, etc. Heroin is otherwise called smack, brown sugar. Yes, that why brown sugar, coke, junk, dope, etc. So now we have the picture. These are the pictures. Alcohol. These are excessive hard drug. Dry gin, otilile, and so on. Look at the people at beer parlor. See, look at them. These ones are even eating pepper soup with alcohol, all in the name of what? Of shy. They want to enjoy themselves. Here we have pictures of tobacco of different kinds. Here we have cigar. Here cannabis, Indian igbo. See, look at people smoking. Look at the picture of people smoking igbo. And here we have cocaine. Picture of cocaine. Here we have pictures of heroin. So we stop here for today, inshallah. Thank you.